I believe I'm joined with Chloe right here, right now. Hello.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing real good, and thank you for joining me this evening on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio.
That's awesome.
So let's go
I
ahead.
am.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I'm the NFW Women's Champion.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations on that. We'll definitely get into that in just a moment. But let's rewind real quick. How did your wrestling career got started?
I started in wrestling whenever I was 18. I've always wanted to be a wrestler ever since I was 5 years old, and I grew up watching wrestlers at the Evansville Coliseum here in Evansville, and I became friends with Johnny Richards. He trained me. He helped me become what I am today, and that's how it started. And I'm excited to be where I'm at. I've wrestled in Tennessee, Illinois. I've wrestled all over Tennessee, but wrestling is my life. It runs in my blood.
Who were your favorite wrestlers growing up? Who were the wrestlers that made you want to become a wrestler?
I grew up watching wrestlers like Trish Stratus and Lita. I look up to those two a lot, and some of the older ones like I like Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan and Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. I look up to those guys a lot, and I watch a lot of their moves, and I take a lot of stuff and learn a lot of stuff from them.
Do you remember the first wrestling match that you had? And if so, who was your opponent and what company did you work for?
I worked for NFW, and I do remember my first match. It was August 11th, 2012. And I wrestled JP Lightning and Scarlet Rose, and my tag team partner was Johnny Richards.
Going into that match particular, knowing that it's your first match of all the hard work and the training that you have done leading up to the match, did you get any sign of nervous? Was there any butterflies leading up to that match?
Um, I was nervous to be in front of a crowd for the first time, but I really wasn't nervous wrestling the people I was wrestling because I knew that I was going to beat them anyway, so because I'm just that good. So I wasn't really nervous about them. I was more nervous about being in front of the crowd.
Absolutely. And, it's kind of like, you know, being a compete entertaining in front of an audience is definitely could be nerve wracking. But I guess once you made that entrance to the ring, the nerves went away and you just went on and handle your business.
Right.
So, how does it feel to be the women's champion as of this moment? How do you feel about that right now?
I feel amazing. I feel like I deserved it. I wanted to be a wrestler more than anything I've ever wanted in my life, and I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to become a wrestler and live my dream. And I hope that I go really long with it, and maybe one day be in WWE. But if I don't, it's okay too because I'm living my dream now. So either way, I win. But I feel really good about being the women's champion. I feel like I've earned it. I worked really hard for it, and I'm looking forward to anybody's butt that wants to take it from me. August 24th is our next show. I'll be wrestling Lady Vendetta to defend my title.
That's awesome. So, let me ask you this: now that you are the champion, being a champion means you're the target. You're the every female that's in the company. They want what you already have. I mean, how do you feel about being, the hunted now that you have the title? Like, you obviously you're willing to take all comers, but how does it feel? You're the target. You're whatever you want. What everybody has.
I feel privileged, and I feel like I've earned it. So I feel like I've accomplished my goal. And once I beat everyone and show everyone that nobody's going to take it from me, nobody will try to. Nobody will win it anymore because they'll know that Chloe's going to beat us up if we try to take it.
You mentioned moments ago that you would like to be in the WWE one day. What are some other goals that you would like to accomplish?
I would like to. My goals for right now are pretty much short-term goals. Like I don't really have any long-term goals in wrestling. Pretty much just living the dream now and liking what I'm doing, where I'm wrestling at, and I like the people I work with. Couldn't ask for better group of guys to work with. Um, well, I want to get my Kentucky license and wrestle in Kentucky, and I hope to get my license in other places and wrestle other places.
That's awesome. I hope you do get that Kentucky license so I can actually see you wrestle in person one day. That would definitely be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So, what do you like the most of being a wrestler? Do you like the traveling? Do you like interacting with the fans? Do you like hanging with your fellow wrestlers in the locker room? What do you like the most of being a wrestler?
If you ask me what I like the least, that'd probably be a shorter list. There's nothing that I don't like about wrestling. You know, of course I don't like the drama or whatever that comes with it, but that's besides the point. Whenever I hit the ring, all that stuff leaves and, it's just me and I'm in my moment and I love wrestling. I love everything about it. All the guys that are in the locker room with me, they're awesome. They help me out a lot. They give me advice. I couldn't ask for anything better. I love working for NFW. They're good people.
In addition to the match you have coming up with Lady Vendetta, do you have like any other upcoming shows you have in the works?
I'm sorry, what?
Like in addition to the match you have with Lady Vendetta, do you have any other upcoming shows? Upcoming
Yes, I
appearances?
do. Before I wrestle Lady Vendetta August 24th, I'm also wrestling in Boonville, Indiana, August 6th at National Night Out. Me and Johnny Richards will also be there, and a few others like T-Bolt, Canadian Kid, Scotty Wolf, a few other guys that wrestle for NFW as well.
Who are some wrestlers out there, whether it's male or female, that you haven't had a chance to work with, but would like to be in the ring with someday?
Well, I would like to wrestle. I would like to wrestle Sarah Del Rey one day, and Daisy Hayes. I look up to those two a lot. I really would like to wrestle Lita Ortiz. I look up to tough girls, the bigger girls, because I'm small, and a lot of people don't think that I can do a whole lot because I'm small. But when I get in the ring, they see a lot different. They see that my size doesn't hold me back too much.
That's a absolutely good point, which kind of leads to my next question. You being in the ring and competing, do you get the feeling that maybe your opponents underestimate you because of your size?
Yes. I feel like not only do my opponents, but I feel like the fans do, the boys in the back. And then when they see me wrestle and I come back there, they have a whole new found of respect for me because they see that I can work just because I'm little. That doesn't mean anything. I don't let that hold me back at all.
It definitely must feel good to prove people wrong. I mean, whether you're a wrestler, whether you're any form of entertainer, and when people say you can't do it, but you go out there night in, night out, and you compete to the best of your ability. How does it feel, time and time again when you do entertain the crowd and everything, and you prove people wrong? How does that feeling?
I feel really good because whenever I was younger and people would ask me what I wanted to be when I got older, and I would always tell them I wanted to be a wrestler, and they would just laugh and and talk about how wrestling was fake and all this stuff, and it used to make me so mad. And then once those people were in the crowd watching me wrestle in the ring, I got to look at them and smile and be like, look at me, I'm doing what I told you I was going to do 5 years ago. So it makes me feel pretty good. It's a little sweet revenge. I don't ever rub it in anybody's face, but I do, told you so.
For anyone, that's not a wrestling fan or just don't like wrestling in general that want to say such blasphemous things, all they gotta do is be in the ring with a wrestler like yourself, maybe a good 5 minutes, make you roughen them up a bit, body slam or chop or DDT, and we'll see if they still feel the way that they feel. I mean, that's
Yeah.
it's got an atheist feel to it, non-believers or whatever. But I that's a whole nother issue here and there. Um,
Yeah.
so um, for people that wants to get in touch with you, social media wise, you have a Facebook or Twitter or any other links people need to know.
I do have a Facebook. It's under Kayla Smith. But that's the only social media thing that I have. I don't have a Twitter.
Uh, that's cool. So everybody check her out under the name Kayla Smith on Facebook. Uh, Khloe, it was great talking to you. Again, congrats on being the women's champion. Best of success goes out to you. And I also want to thank you for being on the show this evening. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for having me.
You have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right, bye-bye. That was Khloe joining me here on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio. She's a no-nonsense woman, and I like it.